What's going on, Collider Games fans? I'm Caboose, and today what I got for you guys is my official guide on how to get one of the best and rarest horses in Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, before we jump into the actual guide itself and the gameplay that you're about to see, I do want to give you guys a bit of a spoiler warning here. In fact, I want to give you guys a big spoiler warning here. Some of the gameplay that you're going to see might be considered to some a major spoiler, and I don't want to say what exactly the spoiler is. I don't want to point anything out in specific. All I am saying is that some of the gameplay you're going to see might be considered to some a major spoiler, so proceed at your own risk. You might not even notice it if you watch the gameplay, but you might as well. So that's all I am going to say about that. I do want to show you guys the gameplay because this is the footage that I got, and it's really hard to catch this horse twice, let alone once. So what the footage that I got here is going to help me the most in providing you guys my guide. So that is the gameplay that unfortunately I have to use. But then again, I do want to warn you guys one last time, spoilers ahead. So that said, let's jump in here in the gameplay and get into the guide on how to get the White Arabian. This is a type of horse that is pretty well known in the Red Dead community right now as one of the rarest horses in the game, as well as one of the best in terms of performance. I'd also recommend that you just create a save game before you head to this area. Just make sure you have a save game because I'm going to let you guys know right now, the area that you're going to be in, there's a lot of predators around, and you don't want to end up in a scenario where your horse gets killed by one of these predators and then you're out of a horse completely. So just make sure you have a bit of a backup plan to fall back on in the case that something like that happens. Save your game so you can just load up that save if something really unfortunate goes down. Now, the area in which you can find the White Arabian, head towards the top left area of the map. It's just above the Grizzlies west, and to the left of the A in Amberino, you're going to see this little lake known as Lake Isabella, and this is known to the Red Dead community as the most common area in which the White Arabian is found. Now, for those of you who might not know, this area actually features a lot of snow and it's really cold, so make sure you've packed yourself a winter outfit. Make sure you got an outfit that you can be good and okay with when you are in the cold so that you're not losing a bunch of health. You just, anything that you can avoid right now that will distract you from actually taming and owning this horse, make sure you take those necessary precautions. Alright, so let's say you've made it to Lake Isabella now, and you see that beautiful bright white horse in the snow. The White Arabian is there. Your prize is ready to be collected. Not just yet. You've started the process though, and this is always a good thing that you found the horse, because that is difficult part number one. Part number two is that you actually got to tame it, and you got to make sure that it's calm. And in order to do that, there's a bit of a mini game here, and I would suggest that you have controller vibration on, because that is the best way to succeed at this little mini game. Essentially what's going to happen here is you're going to see that when you aim at the horse and get a little bit closer to it, there is that button prompt to calm it. However, that button prompt to calm it only becomes available for a very small period of time, and you're going to see there is a bar underneath that button prompt that will quickly deplete once it becomes available. If that bar completely depletes and you don't press the prompt to calm the horse, it will start to run off again, and you got to chase after it and do this whole process over. However, if you win this little mini game, if you calm it and you get that timing right, then you will get to the point where you can actually get on the horse. You can mount the White Arabian. You're still not out of the woods yet, though. The horse is going to be bouncing around up and down, and you got to tame it and continue to calm it even more. And hopefully, so long as there are no external reasons as to why it's agitated outside of you just being on it, you should be able to calm it to the point where it trusts you enough to let you ride the horse. Now, you got to get the hell out of there. Put a marker, put a waypoint on Valentine, and head to Valentine as soon as possible. That is where the nearest stables are, so you can obviously stable the horse and fully claim it as yours. However, when you are booking it and getting the hell out of Dodge, don't go so fast to the point where you deplete all the stamina, and don't go so fast immediately to the point where you freak out the horse again. You got to go slow and steady and build up to the point where you can start getting into a full sprint, and this is why it's so tough to capture and claim this horse, because you do have to be patient with it, but at the same time, with the irritation or with the on edge feeling that you're going to have because of the predators that will be around, you could have a chance that it kicks you off just completely out of your control. I got very lucky once again in that just as I was starting to catch a sprint with the horse, there were some wolves nearby and they started howling and looking in my direction. But I just kind of booked it, started sprinting a little bit with the horse. It trusted me enough at that point, and we were good to go. Everything was safe, and I got to Valentine, put the horse in my stable, bought some upgrades for it, and now it is officially mine. This horse is of an elite handling, which is one of the highest, I believe, the highest that you can have for a horse. So yes, it is of the top performance for horses that you can get in Red Dead Redemption 2. And then, of course, it's the rarest in that it's hard to find, and it's definitely hard to tame. The thing is, though, there are a ton of horses that you can go out and explore and try to find in Red Dead Redemption 2. If you want to see this awesome map that somebody made over on the Red Dead Redemption 2 Reddit that shows you the location of all the different kinds of horses you can find in the game, of course, including the White Arabian, that link is going to be in the description box below. It's extremely helpful. It's going to show you a lot of the different areas and a lot of different places that you can find certain horses. And if you want, you can just search up what these horses look like, because the coolest thing about finding and taming a horse is that this is where you can have a little bit of freedom and choice in what kind of horse that you want. So you can go out and say, you know what, I like the look of this horse specifically, and it looks like this is the common area in which they spawn in. You can head over to that area, try and calm it, very similar to the process of what you're going to do here with the White Arabian, and then you can make that horse yours. Going to the stable and buying a horse, you can definitely pay a lot and get a great one, but it obviously is limited in what the look of the horse is, and that might not suit your personal taste. So this is a great way to find some of the better horses in the game that also have really cool looks to them that can suit you and match your personal style. But that's it. That's my guide on how to catch the White Arabian in Red Dead Redemption 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide and found it helpful. And of course, if you did, a positive rating on the video would be appreciated. And then of course, you can subscribe to the Collider Games channel to get your fix on more Red Dead Redemption 2 content, including of course Red Dead Online that's going to be dropping at some point this month. Super excited for that. But with that said, I've been Caboose, and I'll see you guys later.